wedding crashes from the moon. I want a cake. Well, you got me there. You got me there. Let's see. Hekichia and Junko are getting married, but the pesky moon rabbits want their cake. Can your army of clown peas keep them away? Art by Orinku. Created by Metatronius. Okay. Alright. Let's run the game. Okay. Hex. I think I did it right. So what happens? Okay, so it did say it was like a tower defense game. It's very simplistic in tower defense, obviously, because it's going one way. But obviously, there's not much you can do in 3 days, you know. And we are protecting it with cake. So I wonder how the difficulty ramps, because again, from the looks of it, we are limited to what we can really do, because we only have all this space left. Can we get better upgrades? Cause look, I can only get one. There's no sound effects. That's the unfortunate part too. But yeah, I'm trying to think how the way it's played out. So we're getting all the hex. That's that's the points. And then, we just get from the looks of it, all we can really do is just upgrade these spots. And then we theoretically are pretty good to go, because I don't see any, like, tier upgrades. Like, with these tower defense games, you can upgrade your units. Obviously, you have multiple units, and then you upgrade them like that. But not with this case. Alright. Okay, so there is upgrades. Okay, good. I wasn't too sure if you could upgrade. Alright, there you go. So we do have an upgrade feature. That's good. That's the important part. It'll cost a lot, but I feel like the optimization will be get everything filled up, and then just go, up and down. Keep upgrading them with 360. And then if there's a second upgrade to them, we'll go from there. But I think that's just the main goal. But yeah, not much to say. All the moon rabbits coming in, trying to bust up the cake. I don't know why they're trying to fuck up a wedding. I don't know what the rabbits would get out of this. But yeah, let's go fuck up some weddings, because moon rabbits don't have anything else better to do. Honestly, they really don't have much to do. Lore-wise, they just really kind of the servants, if I remember correctly. They don't really get to do much, so yeah. Now, there are variations to these from what I can tell. There's the fast ones, there's the slow ones, and then there's the medium ones. So, like, the green ones are fast, but they take a lot of damage. I think these purple ones, they're tanky, but go slow, and then you have the tail-looking ones that are just the medium. So it does have the three core concepts of the games. Okay, so we can upgrade them, but there's no visual indication. Okay, the only real indication is just the way they move their hands, their speed from like the visual perspective. I mean, there's that, but it's not the best one. I would prefer like maybe a color change, like a palette swap. That would have been like a better indication, personally. Oh, they can attack? Okay, so it looks like... Okay, so the difference with this game is that, they can attack and they'll start to shoot from range. So our things can be destroyed. Because some tower defense games, they can destroy, they cannot. Really depends on it, the type of tower defense games. Because I think I played some that, like, the towers are, like, the enemies never touch towers. Some they do, if you fuck up. But most of my tower defense games were related back to Warcraft 3, back with the mods. Like Legion Tower Defense, Pokemon Tower Defense, and all that. I was in the big tower defense game. I enjoyed it. Back for me, when I was playing the Warcraft 3's mods, like, Battle.net and all that, I mostly was going for, like, Dota, Footman Frenzy, X-Hero Siege, that kind of shit. So, the tower defense, my family, like, everyone, like, my cousins, my brother, they enjoyed the tower defense a lot. I was more, like I said, Footman, Dota, X-Hero Siege. So those were my three main mod games I played. They also, they loved, like, the anime one, too, like, the Bleach versus Naruto one, or One Piece, or, like, there was a lot of, man, Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne with the mod, they had a lot of crazy shit. That was so fun. You always found some new shit you can never you never expected. Good old Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. Oh, or Reign of Chaos too, but I played Frozen Throne for me. Oh, man, dude, even up to like 2012, I still bought Warcraft 3 just because I could play. I could get Dota. This is before Dota 2, because Dota 2 I think at that time was still in a beta. So and I didn't get invited. Well, to be fair, I didn't even realize Dota 2 was a thing, or even in beta. But from what I heard later on, it was in its beta at the time. So I was supposed to be focusing on Dota 1 and Warcraft 3. So that was the only way I was able to play it back then. So I still bought Warcraft 3 and all that, even though 10 years later. But again, still a lot of people were playing it back then. Now, obviously, I don't play Dota no more, really, just because with videos and all that. So unfortunately, I don't get to do that now. And especially, and then there's also the modding scene of Dota 2, which I would like to try out. Because a lot of the old Warcraft 3 games, like Footman, X-Hero, and whatnot, they did get ported to, what you call it again, Dota 2. Like, I actually covered a game, a mod for his channel, a Dota 2 mod, which is like Touhou. It was kind of like a Dota thing, but Touhou related. So I made that so long ago. So, there is that as well. It's funny, I'm talking about Dota and all that, but I've not once... Well, I barely... Like, literally 75% is talking about Warcraft 3, Dota mods, and Tower Defense, and 25% has been talking about this. But to be fair, there's not much I can really talk about. Like, for one... I don't know how long, because there's no variation as far as... this is the only variation we have right now. Because, obviously, it's getting tougher, and it doesn't really give any indication. I'll try to go to 15, and then we'll see if anything changes. So right now, so let me explain. So this is a basic Tower Defense game, which is fine, because of the time, it's only 3 days to make a fucking game. So yeah, I can't complain too much, right? But the difference between like this and most Tower Defense games, there's a lot of variation of enemies coming in, right? So you're gonna have to build specific units for it, but you only have one unit here. They're only going one straight path. And you're going to upgrade them, so you're literally just going back and forth upgrading every single one, and that's it. While with obviously with different Tower Defense games that are more properly created because they have more time, you have more variation in what you want to create. Like you have like a lot of towers, and then you need to decide which ones will be good for optimizing for those enemies, right? Well, this one you only have rabbits, fast, slow, and medium rabbits. You only have Clown Piece to upgrade, and there's only this path. And in Tower Defense games, sometimes depending on the game, you can like build your towers to make a maze, or you can't, right? Some Tower Defense games, you have them on like they all go in a specific path, and then you build your units around that, or you create the path, and then there you go from there. But with this one, obviously, they go one straight path. You only have one unit, and you only have one thing to upgrade. So you literally have that's just it. And the only way you really can lose if you don't upgrade anything or you don't buy anything. So that's literally the only way you can lose. Because obviously there is really no strategy to this. But that's fine. I'm not going to complain about a very basic Tower Defense game in 3 days, I mean, it got the very rudimentary basics for this kind of thing. So I can't complain too much. Now I think after round 15 we're gonna stop, because I think we've seen enough. I'm not gonna go to round 20. There's really no need for it. What else to say? So at this point, I might as well just talk about the game in general. Actually, I've been doing that for a while. Let's just do a closing recap of the game. Might as well at this point, because I don't think anything's gonna change. There's no boss enemies, nothing like that. So really no need. Okay, so 2 more rounds left, and then we're done with this game. So what are my thoughts on this game right now, since nothing else is happening? Again, very basic, but that's fine. I can't complain about that. I don't know about the whole theme of I don't know why the fuck the moon rabbits are trying to fuck up some wedding. I don't know why, but sure, whatever. Clown Piece being used as Tower Defense, that's not a bad idea. I like that. It's kind of fun. I do wish if they did this, the upgrades, it would have been more visually, instead of just Like change colors. At least change colors, man. Like you upgrade, you see no real difference. I like the visual progression. There's no, you don't even get that. So that's unfortunate. Because like, you know, a lot of tower defense games, your units will upgrade out. They get a different color, they get bigger, whatnot. So you know that's always nice to see. Seeing the visual progression of your team and the tower defense. But there's not much you can do when you only have one character and you don't want to change colors, you know. So that's the unfortunate part. Now, with the theme, it really doesn't do the theme at all. Like it's a wedding, with 2 females. Okay. But from a gameplay perspective, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really provide anything to it. Like, I might as well finish on my thought. Like, it really doesn't provide anything with a gameplay perspective. What game did well with the theme? I can't remember. I felt like there was only one game that I felt really used this whole pride and identity theme well. Like, my favorite game currently was Little Ideology, because that was a good puzzle. But I don't know if we really used the whole pride and identity theme well, from my personal perspective. Like, I really didn't really seem like it. So I'm trying to think, what game? Okay, that's enough. We've already done enough of this game. So there's that. So let's look back currently. So what game has used the theme well right now? I'm sure there is gonna be a game. Right now, remember, we're just playing through the browsers. Honestly, I don't know. Right now, there's no game I felt really used this whole pride and identity theme well. But if we still have so much more games to play through, so we got time. We got time.